your music live. Your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to Your Music Live again for 2025. Yeah, it's another year, but that doesn't mean we're not going to keep on rocking with YML every week in your ear holes, in your eye holes, and every other orifice you'd like to put it in. Welcome aboard. This show is brought to you as it is each and every week by our wonderful friends at DroKid. If you're an independent artist, a creator, and you'd like to get your music out there to the world, there is only one place to go, and it's DroKid. And right now you can save 7% off your first year on any DroKid plan just by using the link up there or down in the description. We got so much amazing music to play. I'm going to jump straight into it. We're going to head over to Germany to start things off in the new year with PA and a brand new track from their brand new album. It's Ghostly 1703 to kick us off here on Your Music Live.
Can change in a second. What you loved is what you hate. You became a different version of yourself with love and what you hate. Wait, I still feel I'm not ready, like a ghost in a jar of hearts pouring down and drowned in the tears I lost when I found myself between all what it takes. Still spinning threads and drowning you in pain. The one you make me swallow in my dreams. Ghostly, did they really ghost me? Ghost town, while everybody fades out. Ghostly, did they really ghost me? Ghost town, while everybody fades out. I feel like falling off the line that I should fix up if I could. Turn back for a sec and reach out for the max, but the gray burns my hand and so I'm lost in the ash. Ghostly, did they really ghost me? Ghost town, while everybody fades out. Ghostly, did they really ghost me? Ghost town, while everybody fades out.
Doing it like only PA can, back for another big year of cloud fighting over there on the PA channel. Make sure you check out PA and all of the other artists that we play here on the show down in the description below. If you're just joining us, welcome in, welcome back for another year. Yeah, we got DroKid on board. We got some new things, but also going to keep a lot of the old things. And yes, for those that were worried, Play My Fire Beat is still here. Yeah, we're gonna keep it at least for a while. So we'll be doing that later. We've got a featured artist for you, and we've got an absolute plethora, a veritable plethora of amazing independent music to play for you here on the show. Let's keep the party going on with the Zipwire Angels. They say we recorded this in a studio in Newcastle in the UK. We spent a lot of time playing gigs last year and want to record a full album in 2025. If you like this song, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for playing and have a great 2025, Pete, and everyone who's listening. I second that emotion. This is a really cool tune and a cool clip too. It's called Leaving the Zipwire Angels on Your Music Live.
I got a gun in my hand, draw the line in the sand, feeling
know what I really dig about? I mean, I dig a lot of things about this track, but I really like the driving bass, and I love a vocal line that kind of has like a little lead guitar accompaniment. I think it works really, really well, and definitely does in that particular track. It's been a while since I've heard a live drummer. Yeah, look, a lot of us use a lot of virtual drums, but yeah, I think that when you have a real drummer in there doing their thing, very good. Yeah, a little pop rock there for your ear holes. The Zipwire Angels. Sorry, Darren, I'll try and stay out of your horrify. You must have enjoyed the cricket too. Sorry, quick Australian moment. Australia defeated India 3-1 in the Test series. That's all I got to say about that. It was a great Test series of cricket here in Australia, which about 3% of the audience will care about. So let's continue playing music. This one comes to us from D Fresh, who said, I wanted to touch on the reality we find ourselves living in today. Be it the news or politics, it's one story after another. This is the land of make-believe. Let's give it a spin here on your Music Live. You had me at a nice ride cymbal through the chorus there, but then into a cool bridge as well. I love that, I love that old school kind of grunge feel, a little shoegazy, but with a little more brightness in there. Really cool stuff. Probably amongst the best I've heard from you, D Fresh. To be honest, that's really, really good. Cracking into 2025 with an amazing track there. Hello, Scott Borthwick. Hello to our wonderful moderator, Thomas Christ. G'day, Spicy Tempo. Oofsie, Baba. We got a lot of new friends and old friends here. 2025. I've talked about this before, but I've decided that we're going to, if anything, embrace more diversity, more acceptance. We're going to get more folks in the community, more genres of music, and keep on rockin'. All right, let's play another tune. This is our friend, speaking of rockin', this is an artist who kind of joined the community about a year ago, I reckon, Gordon, and has actually taken this community by storm because the precision and the care that he puts into every track is absolutely noticeable. It's Gordon Lee Weaver. He says, mysterious stories about abound of fierce beings that inhabit the shadows of the forest. I submit my musical take on this controversial topic. It is called Forest Legend, and it's legend, wait for it, Derry.
Legend retold since the days of old, of giant folk who silently spoke, taller than us and filled with distrust, hidden away in forest they stayed, deathly concealed, the shadows they shield, stealthy at night, they stay out of sight. Fearsome and strong, a ticking time bomb. You best keep away to survive the game. Is it man? Is it beast? Only seen near the trees. Turning young, horrid smell. Small trees with pretties. Big brown hair, freakish size. Encounter, terrifies. Is it friend? Is it foe? Is it real? No one knows. Massive and fierce, in hiding it appears. Best not test fate.
Gordon Lee Weaver, yeah, very, very cool stuff. But folks saying there in the chat, yeah, that Gordon is the king of great chord progressions. He deliberately goes out of his way to find and discover cool new chord progressions. And yeah, just the right amount of quirky, someone was saying in there, which is spot on. It's got that They Might Be Giants feel or B-52s, where you're like, yeah, this is awesome. This is really professionally put together music, but it's kind of quirky and kind of wacky too, in the best possible way. So great stuff there from Gordon Lee Weaver. Hey, it's a new year, and if you've been putting one thing off for too long, you might want to check this out, because our wonderful sponsors, DroKid, whether you're doing it now or whether you're already a DroKid member, they can get your music out there to the world. They can get you onto Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Tidal, Deezer, Facebook, TikTok, you name it, your music gets there. Look at all these platforms. There's so many little icons there, I don't even know all of them. So if you are an independent creator and an artist and you've been dabbling, maybe you've put some stuff on Facebook or onto YouTube or onto SoundCloud and you're like, I'm ready. Johns, I'm ready for the next step. Well, all you need to do is sign up to DroKid, and it is ridiculously affordable. We are in a cost of living crisis, and if you look at all of your other subscriptions, I bet they're all going through the roof. You know how many price increases there have been with DroKid since they started sponsoring this show nearly 4 years ago? One. It went up by $3 a year. Yeah. So the musician plan used to be $19.99. It's now $22.99, less than $2 a month. What other subscription can you get for less than $2 a month in 2025? I ask you. And a subscription that it's not a consumption, it's a creation. Yeah, it helps you create. It helps you get your music out there to the world. You can see here, I've released, and you can too, an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums to all the platforms. It's super simple. It's super effective. It's really, really cool. And I invite you to jump in there and save yourself 7% off your first year on any DroKid plan. Let's jump back over to Germany, shall we, with our friend Weltenkinder, who says, Happy New Year from Emprism and Weltenkinder here on Your Music Live.
City lights are shining, our journey just begun. Dancing through the midnight till we raise the sun. Echoes of the past fade, new days have arrived. Together we will conquer. With our dreams alive.
This is a lullaby, Eric. I'd hate to. I'd hate to imagine the nightmares that are to follow. How cool is that, though? Really good. Hello, Michael. Happy New Year, my friend. Hey, Cap Salam. I do love it this time of year because many of our European friends get to catch at least some of the show live, which is always cool. So good to see you. Happy New Year and Unshackled Spirit. Hello to you. G'day to everyone. You having a good time already? Yeah, I'm telling you. This year on Your Music Live, we're going to go to new heights of awesomeness in independent and home recorded music because it's my goal. Has been for a long time around here to help you create, record, and release your best music. And part of releasing music is sharing it with the world and getting feedback on it and getting folks to check it out. And if you want to check out all of the songs we're playing here today, the description has them all. Going to play you one more tune, then we're going to do our Play My Fire beat. Registered trademark, no, patent pending. I don't know. I didn't patent it. But we're going to do that in just a jiff. If you don't know what that is, hang around. We'll explain. This is Tommy Donovan of the band Bad Rabbit, who says this guitar instrumental is a solo effort from Tommy Donovan of Bad Rabbit. It was inspired by a trip to Liverpool, UK last year. Oh, no. We're half an hour into the first episode and the accents are back. I play guitar and keyboards. My fellow Bad Rabbit, Steve Power, provides the mellifluous saxophone parts. It was recorded and produced in Logic Pro. Let's give this one a spin here on Your Music Live. Super smooth. So I was waiting for commentary to come in. It's like, yes, in the heartland of the UK. Scott says it was a reasonably good Northern Irish accent. I hope that's what you were going for. Something like that, mate. Something like that. I dig it. I like it. Very cool. Yeah, very good, like traveling music. Oh, there's the lads. There you go. Yeah, you can't have a Liverpudlian video without the Fab Four making an appearance. Yeah. G'day, Manny and the Lily Pillies. Happy New Year to you, folks. I hope you're all doing well. Hey, it's a cow. Moo to you, Cal, the now untaggable Cal, because you're using the funky characters. It's all good in the hood. We are going to do something that we have been doing for a long time here now, and I couldn't find a way to change it up, so we're still here in StreamYard because I just love the fact that we can do this fun little giveaway twice a show, and I've got a code word for you. Did you catch my new show? Yeah, we've got like YML Lights now. It's called Let's Find Some. And this week we found some punk. And we did 30 minutes of hardcore punk finding. So for our code word this week, let's make it hashtag punk, shall we? Yeah, hashtag punk is what you want to check if you want to find some cool punk music. No, you want to put hashtag punk in the chat here and you'll go into the draw to win yourself a free play. That means that you just get to throw it here into the chat, and if you're selected, if you're Michael, if you're Oofsy Baba, if you're Moses J. Hawkins, if you're the Lily Pillies, all you need to do is be exactly like them, put hashtag punk in the chat. You'll go into the draw and then we'll spin the wheel in just a jiffy while we're waiting on you to get those messages in, those hashtag punks in. We're going to grab something special here from Oofsy Baba, and Oofsy Baba has actually got a couple of tracks on this week's show. One of theirs and one they were a producer and creator on. This song is about Tanya, which is written by Ufek Celik in 90s in the studio. And this is a studio live edition of this track, which is super cool and very special. So let's give it a spin here. Oofsy Baba and Tanya on Your Music Live.
A woman she was, or rather a child, who merely queried, will my name fade in time? Did she live life as she'd planned? What life was there? A child she'd remained, a woman in motion, a child's heart in a world in commotion, misplaced in a casket. She'd only begun to weave her family's song.
A minus a plus.
She smiled so sweetly, petite and refined, eyes deep and defined, like a sweet harmony.
And as much as you would like to hear more of that, I know, I'm turning it down, and you're like, no, but I promised myself in 2025 we would try and stick to time, and I've already completely broken that because we've got so many tracks on, we're not going to fit it in the 2 hours today. But the good news, as always, is that the description is the place to go. You can dive on down there and you'll be able to find the full versions of every song we play here on the show. So it is time to do the drawing of our Play My Fire Beat. And this year, the Play My Fire Beat will be brought to you by my brand new show, which is Let's Find Some. And this week we had to find some punk. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of a band, an Australian band that we played on the show that reached out. They're actually on tour at the moment. I shot them a message on Instagram. I said, hey, I'm doing this thing. I found your music. I think the community is going to dig it. And they said, oh, we're on tour at the moment. So I only got a minute, but thanks for that. So that was super cool of them. And I'm like, you know what? If they're going to take the time to respond and reply to me, we're going to play them here on the show. So to lead us into the Play My Fire Beat is going to be a little bit different. We're going to play this Ghoulies track. And then as the track is playing, we're going to spin the wheel. So yeah, multitasking with Johns. Look out. This is a track called Mouthman from the Ghoulies, or just Ghoulies. And we're going to spin it for you here on Your Music Live.
I know the night's pitch black.
Spin the wheel.
You know we all get old.
Good luck, everybody.
Why not retire with your buddy in drink cold?
Capsula! Woo-hoo! Congratulations, the winner is Capsula. Back to the Ghoulies.
Don't look at him, Bill. Look down, look down, look down. I've never been in a situation like this before in my life.
That is so cool. Ghoulies, go check them out there in the link down below as well. And check out my brand new show, Let's Find Some. And guess what? Next week, I can let you know, we're going to find some metal. Yeah, where my metalhead's at. So it was punk this week, metal next week. Congratulations. If you'd missed it during the song there, our winner was Capsalam. And Capsalam gets to choose a song for us to play here on the show. Yeah, so what do you do now? So all you need to do, Capsalam, is select a song, anything new or old from your back catalogue, from your recent stuff, and just let us know in plain text here in the chat what you would like us to play. So you would say YouTube, Capsalam, name of epic track, and then we will spin that for you in just a jiffy. Yes, never look at their eyes. Yeah, what a great film clip that was, a video from Ghoulies. Very cool stuff indeed. So while Capsalam decides what she would like for us to play of her catalogue of awesome music, we are going to play a tune from Soul Vertigo. I've been digging this band lately. They've been giving us some great music. This one's no exception. It's called Turn. They say the song was tracked in Studio One, Presonus, and it's about vampiric love. Ooh, let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Chugs for days. I know they're a bit mysterioso. I like it. Soul Vertigo and Churn here on Your Music Live. Yes, happy New Year, Wild Rose CC. G'day, Autism Rocks has joined us here. Hello, Mike and Dawn Janice. G'day to Dell. Hello, Chris Lane, Senior Dynamite Throw. We got lots of cool cats hanging out with us here today, and we're having a good old time already. And guess what? There is plenty more to come. We've got a big show here, which is why we're moving along a little bit quicker than the week. By the end of last year, I kind of got a little bit slow, and the show started stretching out a little more. So we're going to try and keep things a little more tight here in 2025. He says, knowing he's not going to be able to keep to it, but we're going to try. Capsalam was the winner of our I've got to try and find the actual clip. There it is. I was going to say I could find the topic channel, but I'm like, I know you did a great music video for this song. It is Capsalam's song called "Made Not Born." And they can tell us a little bit about it in the chat here if they like. But I'm just going to hit the play button on this one. I think you're going to dig this. If you haven't heard from Capsalam, she doesn't make a lot of music, but when she makes music, it is always awesome. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Yeah, how like dark and mysterious is it? If you haven't checked out, there's also a behind the scenes video over on Capsalam's channel. So I know many of you have seen following Capsalam. And but yeah, at 76 subscribers, there's obviously plenty of more of you who aren't. So if we introduce you to the amazing artist, and she's a legit full-on gamer too. So if you've checked out some of her other videos and music that she's created, yeah, definitely has a passion for gaming and also for creating great music. And yeah, there you go. Thank you, Mark. Mark has flicked the behind-the-scenes video that you can go and watch after the show. Where are you all going? No, don't do it now. You can. 2 screens, folks. You can check it out in another screen while you continue enjoying the show. So congratulations, Capsalam, for winning the Play My Fire beat. And that's why I love it. That's why I couldn't get rid of it. I like it too much. The serendipity of what is it going to be? A random person wins, and then they choose one of their songs at random. It's like it's double random. And it's cool. Let us continue on with the show. This is Michael. Speaking of folks who've been around this community for a while, can we get some Zs flowing in the chat? Can we get lots of Z emojis and lots of Z letters and just anything that you can find that looks like a Z? Chuck it in the chat here, because this is Michael, a.k.a. Zland Chan? Zland Band. This one is called A Lot of Trouble for Nothing, and it's an upbeat track. Let's give it a spin on Your Music Live. always a wild ride with Michael, aka Land Band. Hello, Joe and Barry. Glenn with a new little logo there. I do like it that folks have been changing themselves up for 2025. Maybe I need to do that too, change my logo, put my face on it. I've never had my face on my YouTube logo before. You reckon I should do it? Maybe I'll put that to a poll. Do I change my logo to include my face? It would be a weird self-indulgent thing to ask, wouldn't it? Very cool stuff there from Michael, aka Land Band. How are we going on to? Oh wow, we got a lot of tracks to play before the end of the first half, so I'm gonna keep on trucking here. But don't forget, we got featured artists coming up. We got another Play My Fire beat in the second half. We got some cover songs. We're gonna slide under the covers. But for now, this track we recorded it in 15 minutes. It's a trap/hip hop song with Polish lyrics. Where's our Polish speakers at when we need them? So if you can help us interpret this, I'm going to give a language warning because I don't know. I won't know if they're swearing and saying horrible things, but we're going to give it a spin here. I'm going to try and pronounce it. It's Capix and 27, and it's Lokal Zaka here on Your Music Live.
Podaj lokalizację i zabijmy się razem. Używam tych słów, chociaż ponoć nie wypada. Baby, to był wypadek. Baby, nie zostawiaj mnie. Proszę, popływajmy tą łodzią razem. Skradła moje serce, ale duszy nie. Przez nią mam na całym ciele blizny. Przez nią mam na całym ciele blizny. Gdybym miał sny, byłabyś jednym z nich. Chociaż wtedy już bym nigdy nie chciał wstawać. Gdybym miał sny, byłabyś jednym z nich. Chociaż wtedy już bym nigdy nie chciał wstawać. Brakowało mi dotyków, teraz mam przekrwione oczy. No bo płaczę coraz więcej, coraz częściej, nawet w nocy. Daj lokalizację i zabijmy się razem. Używam tych słów, chociaż ponoć nie wypada. Baby, to był wypadek. Baby, nie zostawiaj mnie. Wyślij mi lokalizację, gdzie mój GPS jest. Siedzę pośrodku niczego, czy to łzy, czy deszcz jest. Nie wiem, gdzie jestem.
Yeah, it's got that head bob feel to it, doesn't it? If you're not bobbing your head to this, you might need to listen to the groove a bit closer, because that's very cool. But yeah, where is Mateusz Prakowski? Is he Polish? Am I going to completely ruin that? I've got this horrible habit of putting people in the wrong country. I get very confused around, like, I've done it mostly with the Scandinavian countries. I'm like, from Sweden. And they're like, Norway, Pete. I'm like, close. And they're like, no, that's not cool. But anyway, I put people from Canada in the US. I put people from Scotland in Ireland. It happens. Matt is Polish. Okay, cool. Excellent. So Mateusz, if you're watching this on the replay, my friend, let us know what did we just play? Am I going to be like tried for hate crimes now or something? I don't know. No, not true. That was really cool. I like it. I'm going to subscribe to that artist, in fact, because I liked it. That was a really good groove, great beat, and excellent flow to go. All right, let's play this next one. This is Tetsuo, who says, my first song where I'm using the most power in my voice possible. Highly underrated thing. A lot of people sing within themselves, and it's not until you let go and sing like no one's listening that you can really get the most power in your voice. So let's give this one a spin. It's called LessMckL.
Ich fühl die Zeit nicht mehr. Ich fühl mich eingesperrt. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich noch so lange
Very cool. Yeah, you can hear that you're putting the passion into that one, yeah? Very dramatic composition indeed, and love it. And look, am I the biggest fan of auto-tune and tuning on vocals? No, but when it's used effectively as an effect, not to like fix bad vocals, I think it's cool. And that type of track definitely works with. So thank you for sharing. We're going to drive on, strive. We're going to keep going. And play this one from Prod Space Cadet. This is called Disciples, and they say, I self-produced this myself, and the production, no lyrics, is fully based around space. So get ready to take off into space with this one. It's called Disciples, here on Your Music Live. If you know me, you know where that's going. That's going right into the admin playlist. Very cool lo-fi grooves there. Yeah, the admin playlist is like my ultimate compliment for music that is just laid back and chill and instrumental, because I love having that sort of music, like when you're just sitting and replying to emails, paying the bills, doing video descriptions, whatever it happens to be. Very cool. Indeed, that one. I like it. Thanks for sharing. We're going to keep moving. Someone who has taken the community by storm, I think it's fair to say. Only been around the community, about 3 months now, I reckon, but always producing really, really cool music, and a really nice person to boot, which is always important. It's Dell, who says, this is a song called B. It's a bit of a mad one. I hope people like it. Take care, all done on iPad, which we have mad respect for. Of course, this is Dell, and this one is called B. love me a bit of a rhythmic synth sound, like the just like cool and gritty and modern feeling, and yeah, just really good stuff there from Dell. Man, we've got some great soundscape makers around here, don't we? Yeah, it's cool because again, diversity, folks. I love it. We got some great people who just make great soundscapes and really cool instrumentals. We got folks that make like R&B and rock and laid back folk songs, and yeah, everything is cool. Thanks for hanging out with us, Psycho 7. Don't forget the replay is always here. If you're catching up on the where's my replay crew at? I hope you are doing well. I know for all the folks that watch this show live, there's about 4 or 5 times as many folks who can't be here with us live, and we appreciate you just as much watching on the replay. So thank you for joining us. Yeah, very mechanical, wasn't it? It was very cool indeed. Hey, welcome to our friend Phil. Thanks for being here, Phil, and having a blizzard in Kansas City. Yeah, I hear that there's some pretty rough weather around the place, especially over in North America and the UK and Europe. So stay safe, everyone. I don't understand it. I mean, I do because you tell me about it. But yeah, here the danger is bushfires from the extreme heat. We don't have a lot of other weather of it. We do up in the tropics. Don't get me wrong. Up in Queensland, up in Northern Territory, we do have like subtropical and cyclones and things and hurricanes. But yeah, down here in the temperate south of Australia, it's pretty laid back and relaxed. Apart from when we have 40-degree days 3 days in a row, and there's high fire danger where you can't even light a cigarette without someone looking at you funny, which is the way it is anyway. All right, let's continue on. This is Keet. And they say, "Hi, Pete. This song is about the negatives of people-pleasing and encouraging others to stand up for themselves when boundaries are crossed. You're allowed to say no and leave a situation that no longer serves or is good for you. It's totally okay." What a great message. I'm already in without even listening to a single note. But let's give this one a spin. This is Keet and Spaniel here on Your Music Live. How cool is that? Like, so well produced, but not overproduced. Does that make any sense? Like, sometimes you hear a track like that and the beat is overpowering the vocals, or vice versa. That one had just the right amount of layered vocals and harmonies to sound great, and then just enough with the beat, with the kick and the snare, and those little synth sounds in the background. Really, really well produced. Congratulations on that one. Let's hear more from Keet. Keet or Kayet? Either way. Next time, give me a phonetic pronunciation so I can say your name right. But really cool. Welcome to the community, and thank you for sharing. And I hope you share much more. I think I speak for everyone when I say I hope you share much, much more with us here in 2025 and beyond. Let us grab our next tune. We're going to jump over to the Tube of You. and get this next one. This is two people that many of you may know, and I didn't know that they were teaming up on this track, but it's really, really cool. It is Dynamite Throw and Jaded Soul. Yeah, hi Pete. This is mine and Sal Caruso's first community collaboration. Hope you all dig it. Let's get funky. Thanks for all you do. I haven't listened to this one in the pre-show because I was too excited to hear it and experience it first with you folks. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? It's called Pole Shift here on Your Music Live. When you take two super talented artists and put them together, yeah, you get, what is this? I can never remember the saying, the sum of the parts and the whole. Yeah, it's that. It's really, really cool. How cool is that? I mean, I love a bit of funk. I wish I could funk it up in that kind of way. But yeah, it does. It sounds like they were having a great time. You couldn't make music like that without a bit of a smile on your face, or at least like a groove face going on, right? Very cool stuff there from Dynamite Throw and our friend Jaded Soul coming together on that one in a good way indeed. Hopefully we hear some more. Hello, the Zipwire Angels, who we didn't open the show. I was going to say we opened the show. No, there was a second track that we played today, which was super cool. So welcome to you, the Zipwire Angels. Yes, slap it a bass, man. Oh, I love that movie. I love you, man. Yeah, Rudd, Siegel. Anyway, let's continue on with some Raul Nieves. Hello, Pete. Hope you had a great holiday. I did. It was really good. Starting the year with a new song called The Days of Yesterday. Talks about a guy who lost his girl and reminisces about it. It's in Spanish. Hope you all enjoy it. Now, I know we got some Spanish speakers here in the audience, so many of you will be able to interpret this live. The rest of us will just have to enjoy the groove. Raul Nieves on Your Music Live.
Son frases largas, estos bien
cool stuff there. Raul Nieves. Yeah, a few folks mentioning the big drum sounds. I'm on the fence there because I actually really like that. I tend to mix my drums too low, and I kind of loved the cracking snare coming through there. So I don't know. What say you folks? I think it was good. Like my natural tendency would be to say bring the vocals up a little bit and then the kick and snare down a little bit. But I don't know. I think it works well. It's kind of that old school '90s style of mixing. That's like a rock song. So I'm in for it. Yes, Raoul is an excellent musician, and that was indeed very cool stuff indeed. Yeah, I like it. I know it's weird because it stands out. But then, and I'm thinking, is this standing out because I spend too much time like over analyzing mixes, or is it just really cool that I'm really enjoying it? I think it's the second. All right, very cool stuff. Let's continue on. This is Regional, and they say, I wrote Dreams as a light EDM song on an app you may know as GarageBand. Woot, woot. And yes, as crazy as it sounds, it was all on GarageBand. Dreams is about what you do in your life because you only have so much time before you pass on to the next stage. If you've been wondering how long I've been doing EDM on GarageBand, it's been 2 months. There you go. Well, welcome aboard. It's going to be a fun trip for you because GarageBand is addictive. And you're going to want to keep creating once you start. This one's called Dreams. Let's give it a spin on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff. And you know what I'm going to say, right? I'm very predictable with this sort of thing. If that's you after 2 months playing around in GarageBand, my friend, where are you going to be in 2 years? Like, that's really cool. Excellent work. And I can tell you're enjoying the ride of GarageBand creation because it is. It's super addictive. I like to think it's one of the better addictions that you can have is playing around on digital DAWs and creating music. It's definitely less destructive than many other vices, I think, anyway. Thank you all for being here. Quick reminder on a few things if you're just joining us here. The playlist for this week's show is locked in. We locked that in about 24 hours before each show, and that's down in the description below. However, down there as well, and also over there, you can use that QR code or you can use the link, studiolivetoday.com/YML, and you can submit a song for a future show. Don't forget our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid there. Save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And if you need to get in touch with me, if you want to follow me on all the places, studiolivetoday.com is your one-stop shop. You got links there to the Instagrams, the Facebooks, and all of the places. Now, we did play this artist. This is how you get 2 songs on a show, right? You collaborate, people. You collaborate. This is Jaded Soul, a song about celebrating life every day. Happy New Year, and thanks for your awesome show, Pete. Well, thanks to you, Jaded Soul. Appreciate you, my friend. Always good to have you on the show, and this one looks like a bit of a fun jam. Let's give it a spin on Your Music Live.
Every day's New Year's Eve for me and my dear friends. I pour a drink on the ground, I spit it out my face. I shed a tear for thee through the peace I have found. So with the mystery, how in my heart you will stay. Yeah, Is this not just a dream? I try to blink my eyes, maybe not what I see. The darkness inside of time. I feel you reaching out in this eternity. Never cling to this now and shed this body free.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
House. Yell the crowd in the back. Who wants coffee? I'll take a lot of coffee, cream and sugar.
Susie Q. Hello, sunshine. That one's for you.
Oh, there you go. Yes, I'm nothing if not easy to be influenced there. So go and listen to the whole thing so you can really get the full effect of that. But yeah, we'll slide to the end there so you can hear Sal's cool little send off thing. What is the deal with that Old Lang Syne song? Should old acquaintance be forgotten? Never. Like, what does that even mean? Why do we sing that at New Year's? I don't get it. Good stuff there from our friend Sal / Unshackled Spirit / Slash from Guns N' Roses. I don't know, goes by many names, doesn't he? There he is here in the chat. Thank you for being here. All righty, where are we at? We've only got a couple more tracks to play here before we hit our midpoint. I'm going to reveal our featured artist. We're going to play some cover tunes, and then we are going to dive on in to a big second half here. This is Graham J. Bell before all that. Recently upgraded from iPad to MacBook Air for my GarageBand projects. Driving All Night is my first project on my first new Mac. Well, congratulations. Welcome to the world of Mac. And we'll give it a spin here. It's Driving All Night. Graham J. Bell.
Driving all night, trying to get home to you. Yeah, I'm driving all night, but I can't get through. You know the road up ahead is blocked with snow. I'm gonna get stuck on the side of the road. I don't think I'm gonna get home to you tonight. Morning breaks and the sun shining through. I hope the snow melts so I can get home to you. I gotta sit here till I'm clear to go. I gotta wait for the road to open, you know. I hope that I'm gonna get home to you tonight. No, it's been a long time since I've seen you, but I gotta be patient and go when I'm allowed to. So just sit tight, I'll be there.
I like it. Great harmonies in there. and really cool stuff. I'd drive all night to this. My wife will be wondering where I am. Yeah, very cool. I love a good driving song. And again, while I don't understand the challenges of of having to dig your car out of snow, Thomas Christ was talking about it yesterday. He's like, for those that don't know, yeah, imagine if you go to bed one night and you wake up in the morning, and before you can do anything, you have to go outside with a shovel and shovel a bunch of white crap off your driveway just to leave your house. And I'm like, yeah, hard pass. Not interested in that whatsoever. The worst that I would have is that it was a bit windy overnight and there's a pile of gum nuts on my porch, and I'd be like, oh no, if I step on bare feet, I might hurt my little tootsies on these gum nuts. That's about the worst. And gum nuts, is gum nuts well known? So gum trees have nuts, and some of them are really big, and those ones are okay, big seeds, like the nuts that fall down that have the seeds. But the little tiny ones, little tiny gum nuts that come off the trees that fall prematurely, and they're like three-corner jacks, same sort of thing, that they have this little spiky bit. And it really hurts my little tootsies when I step on gum nuts. And I'm like, oh, I know. Everyone's like, oh. It's beautiful, but the shoveling gets older the older I get. I can imagine, and even, if the snow froze to ice. Yeah, I was watching a video about someone flying in a plane the other day, and they were like, oh yeah, so we're about to take off. They're just de-icing the plane. And I'm like, de-icing the plane? That's a thing. Okay. And apparently people have to have these things in their garages that they have to like run to keep their car from freezing. Like petrol, like literally gasoline freezing in the lines of the. Anyway, I say all that to say I feel for you folks having to manage those sort of winters, because here, winter just means it's a little bit colder and might rain occasionally. But I get it. Let's forget about winter and have some surf rock, shall we? This is the Alien Surf Agenda, recorded entirely on GarageBand iOS. Surfabilly boogie song, just for fun. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. If that doesn't make you feel warmer and feel like you're kind of at the beach, I don't quite know what will. That's really cool. Some boogie woogie surf and some instant head bop going on. I fully support the aliens and their surfing agenda. The alien surf agenda. Yeah, imagine if that was all the aliens wanted to do. You imagine like a movie, like a Men in Black style movie, or like Independence Day, and the aliens come down and they're like, what? What do you want? And it's like, we come in peace. We just want to surf. And it's just these little surfing alien dudes. I, for one, will welcome our surfing overlords. F. Mathis, yes, digital piano. It sounded cool. I love it. Look, you can't really go wrong with a cool surf guitar sound and a bit of 12-bar blues riff. Like, yeah, it is awesome. All righty, yes. Sorry, it's a new year, and hey, we're here for fun and entertainment, so sometimes that means me being a little bit silly. Save us, Greg Hutto. Bring me back on track. This is my latest hope for Christmas, but it's also hope for the future as well. Here's to a healthy and happy 2025. Yes, we're still here with the Christmas cleanup from the Christmas show, even though we're here into July. July. I've just put us forward 6 months. We're here in January. Whew, it's one of those days. This is Greg Hutto. Hope for Christmas. Yeah, a slightly more chilled side of Greg there. Yeah, and I love it. I love that it's almost exactly his normal style, except kind of more laid back and like the little Christmas theme going through there in the video. Yeah, very cool stuff there. Greg Hutto, someone who, whenever they pop up on my random list of YouTube stuff, always gets a spin. And I'm always like, who is this again? Oh, yeah, this is Greg. This is someone I know. And I say no, I do know you folks, but yeah, it is weird. It is weird that there's only maybe 3 or 4 people in this whole chat that I've actually met physically in person. But yet, I know you all so well. I like to get to know you well. Okay, that's a bit weird. Let's play this one. Stephen Galente is back. He says, first composition done entirely in Logic Pro for iPad. I found it quite frustrating at first, but once I worked through that, it's a powerful tool. Happy New Year all. Yes, there is a frustration curve with Logic Pro for iPad or even Logic Pro for Mac. Anyone that's moving from GarageBand to Logic, there's going to be a frustration curve there. I'd say it's a learning curve, but I think frustration curve is more fitting and appropriate. Let's give this one a spin. This is called The Wandering Couch Potato. Stephen Galente. amazing work on those pitch bends. Really cool. Would love to know. I'd say you'd have to be using a MIDI keyboard to get that sort of level. But yeah, really cool. Like just amazing sounds intertwining there. And like everyone else, I'm kind of enamored with the artwork there. Very cool stuff. Jasmina Uga just joined YouTube and really good show. Thank you. Yeah, so Ufsi Baba and Jasmina have a track coming up just after the Under the Covers segment. So coming up soon. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the community. Always good to see new folks. But yeah, Stephen, well done. That was super, super duper cool. And yeah, I think the Logic Pro is definitely working for you, my friend. So if you want to check out that and all of Stephen's other hard work, jump on over to his YouTube channel. It is linked in the description down below. Let's play our final track of the first half. We're then going to reveal our featured artist and dive on into some cover songs. But this one comes to us from Middle Suburbia, and they say, this time of year always makes me think back on all the people I've known and the memories I have. This song is a tribute to all the friendships, both new and old, and how they continue to linger on in my mind, even after all these years. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I've been finding that lately. I've been chatting with some folks that I haven't chatted to for a while, or older friends, and rediscovering those friendships. And yeah, it can be cool. Like some people you leave behind for a reason, and other people you're like, why don't we chat anymore? And it's cool to reconnect with some of those folks. This is Middle Suburbia, and this is over on slaps.com, and it's a track called Linger On here on Your Music Live.
I hold the memories inside. True, yeah. Echoes of moments vivid and bright. In my heart, you linger on a melody that keeps me strong. With each beat, we move along. Faceless paper whispers stay. In the signs we find our way. In my heart you linger on a melody that keeps me strong. With each beat we move along. Time won't erase, will it hide? Every lesson, every stride. Through the distance, it feels so close. Dream to memories compose. In my heart, you linger on a melody that keeps me strong. In my heart, you linger on a melody that keeps me strong. In my heart, you linger on a melody that keeps me strong. With each beat, we move along.
I really dug that at the end there, the little record skip bit going on there. Excellent stuff. What a great way to finish our first half here on Your Music Live 2025. Hey, that rhymes. Alrighty, folks. It is that time of the show where I reveal to you our featured artist of the week. And I got something super duper special this week because I'm not sure that there is anyone in the online music creation community that I have known for longer than this guy, which is pretty weird, isn't it? Because I've known a lot of people. Like we've got Jade Starr here, we've got Thomas Christ here, we've got some folks that have been around this channel for a very, very long time. But when I first started creating GarageBand tutorials and when I first started digging around online, there was this one bloke out of Lincoln, Nebraska that I just gelled with. He was just a really nice guy, and we'd talk GarageBand stuff. Ended up being one of the moderators on the GarageBand users Facebook group. We ended up running a live show every week for a while that we called GarageBand Users Weekly. This is sort of very early in my YouTubing career, and for all of the other cool things that they did, this artist created great music. Really, really cool music. They were a wonderful musician. And we've been telling this artist for many, many years, you need to release your music. DistroKid make it easy to release your music. When are you going to release an album? And guess what? It's just happened. It is our mate Steve Mara. You may know him as Clearly Epic. Yep, Tom's on board here. It is Clearly Epic. It's got a brand new album that's just been released through DistroKid, because of course it is. And this is the premiere of the first track of the new album here. Our featured artist of the week, Clearly Epic and Musiki, here on More Your Music Live. From a man in a basement who's been taming GarageBand iOS for nearly a decade now. Steve Mara, Clearly Epic. And Steve did message me. He's watching the show. He just can't chat live. So shout out to Steve. And yeah, if you are on Facebook and you want to go into the archives of the GarageBand users Facebook group, you'll find a heap of live shows and videos that we did back in the day with myself and Steve. And Steve was in his basement. The joke was, yeah, it was his basement where he kept the bodies, because he always just like had a view of him, and we'd chat about GarageBand and the community and all things. So I know many of you are new to the community and don't know Steve, but for those that do, yeah, you'll know that he's a very great musician and an even better bloke. So congrats to Steve for getting the album out there using our friends at DistroKid. And it's a good time to give you a little reminder that you too can release your music. Be like Steve. You can release your music with DistroKid. Now, in the first half, I mentioned the fact that just less than $2 per day, you can join up to the musician plan. As you can see here, I'm on a plan called Musician Plus. It's $39.99 a year, still only $3.33 a month. But here's the big benefit of Musician Plus. You get sync lyrics in Apple Music. You get your daily streaming stats. You can customize your label name. Ever wanted to own your own record label? Yeah. You can customize your release date and customize pricing. Now, this one is the important one, because if you've got an album coming out or you've got a single coming out and you want to try and get it on playlists, you want to be able to promote it, you want to use the hyper follow page here to get folks to pre-save you on Spotify, you need to be able to set that future date. You don't want it just coming out before you know it. So you can set a future date and release your song, say, in a month's time. And it gives you heaps of time to promote your song and promote your music before it actually releases. So if you're already out there and you're on the musician plan, maybe 2025 is time for the upgrade so you can start promoting your music and getting yourself heard out in the world. We thank DroKid for their continued support right here in 2025 of Your Music Live. And again, save yourself 7% off your first year on any DroKid plan using the link above or in the description. Welcome in. Welcome to folks like Midnight Bandit, who's just joined us. Anyone who's jumping on in here for the second half. If you missed the first half, go back and check out the replay. It was epic. Clearly epic. Yeah. We're going to play a tune here, which is a cover song because it's our Under the Covers segment. We're going to start off with Gianpaolo Gallian, and they say, "Hi folks, this time we start the new year with a brand new Yellow Jackets cover from our latest album Magenta. Feel free to dance and invite your ladies." Ooh, Lydia Quattro, you do go on. Let's give this one a spin. It's called Freedom Land, Your Music Live. Sliding under the covers for the first time in 2025 with Linea Quattro. Bringing the awesome there. Some nice fusion sounds. I dig it. And it sounds like many of you dig it too. Next up, we have another relative newcomer to the community. They go by the name of Adorable Anarchy, which is a cool name, just quietly. Adorable Anarchy is like whoop, whoop, yin yang. I'm also a harpist, and this is my cover of Duran Duran's song, Come Undone. This may be the first harp piece ever featured on Your Music Live. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't think we've had a harpist on the show before. So let's give this one a spin. Adorable Anarchy and her cover of Duran Duran on harp. my guitarists at that are like, that's way too many strings. 6. Like I even people playing 7 and 8 string guitars, I look at them and like, how do you know where to put your fingers? And then you look at how many strings are there on a harp, Adorable Anarchy? I'm counting like 30-ish. That's insane. And are they different size harp? Okay, now got to go down a harp rabbit hole. Very cool stuff indeed. Go check out Adorable Anarchy and her channel. She's got some cool stuff over there. Some more covers, some cool dadgad tuned guitar work, and harp. Who knew? Very cool stuff to start the year. Again, you cannot accuse us of not having diversity in the music we play here on Studio Live today. Speaking of which, let's get some Blues Traveler covers going on here. Can we get some jazz hands in the air for the first time in 2025? We're going to see Blues Traveler live again this month and wanted to do another cover of one of our favourite songs. It was super cool to see them share it on their Instagram page last time we saw them live. John Popper gave Micah a shout out from the stage for our cover of Hook and gave him a signed harmonica in the song's key. How cool is that? We are, of course, talking of Autism Rocks, the positive autism, Micah and Danny doing their things with Run Around, a Blues Traveler cover here on your music.
Once upon a midnight dream, I woke with something in my head. I couldn't escape the memory of the phone call and what you said. Game show contestant with a parting gift. I could not believe my eyes when it got through the voice of a trusted friend. And then you humor and tell me lies. And ally too, say I don't mind. As we seek, so shall we find. And when you're feeling open, I'll still be here. But now without a certain degree of fear, well, what will be with you and me? Still can see things, hopefully, but when you wanna give me a runaround, is you sure you're far away to speed things up when all it does is slow me down.
We're here for a good time, not a long time. Very cool stuff. And they're still going. Oh, very cool stuff, Micah and Danny there. Like, music should be joyful and fun like that, right? Abso-freaking-lutely. Good stuff there. What a fun Under the Covers segment this has been already. Jim Polson's here, and he's going to be our final song Under the Covers here. He says, Happy New Year, Pete. I always liked this Kinks tune and decided to do a cover. Hope you enjoy. We've had cool stuff. We've had Duran Duran, we've had Blues Traveler, and now we've got some Kinks going on. Super, super cool. Let's give it a spin. This is Misfits. Jim Polson, Your Music Live.
Sleeping in a field, but you look real rested. You set out to outrage, but you can't get arrested. You say your image is new, but it looks well tested. You're lost without a crowd, yet you go your own way. You say your summer is gone, now the winter is crawling in. They say that even in a day, somehow you never could quite fit in. Though it's cold outside, I know
Join the crowd and come inside.
Jim Paulson, yeah, very cool version of that track indeed. Yeah, nice shimmering guitar on that one, and some nice shots of, where is that? I see an underground sign, yet I see a casino sign and a tobacco sign. Is that in London? Probably. You have casinos in London, don't you? They're weird. They're like these private clubs. You have to there's a dude in a suit and you have to sign up to get in, and it's very, very odd. But cool stuff there from Jim Paulson to finish off our wonderful Under the Covers segments. Hello, HBB Productions from the Netherlands. Submit a song. You can use that link there or the link down in the description to submit a song for a future show, or hang around. We're about to do our special Play My Fire Beat draw where you could win a play right here today. This artist, Jasmina Uga, who is here with us right now, is our next one to play. This is The Moth, a counterfeit Simurg. Is written by Ufek Çelik, I don't say your name right, Ufsibaba, as the start of the Moth poem series in 1999, published in 2003, composed as a series on 2010, and shared on Ufsibaba's YouTube channel as a podcast in 2024. Wow. Mr. Ufuk Çelik and I rearranged this as a hip-hop song. So we've got Jasmina on vocals, violins and processes is our friend Ufsibaba, and drumbox and kit is Ozgur Alp, and I pronounced most of those incorrectly. My apologies, I'm sure. Let's give this one a spin. The most important thing is this is a cool track, and we're going to play it for you right here, right now on Your Music Live.
But I pretend to be a simmer. 3 times I have witnessed the destruction of the world. To the apocalypse, to the extinction of time. I have testified in courts without judges. I have no wage, but my wings are weak. My fire is dim. I am just a fake, a counterfeit simmer. Do I love? Do I really want it enough? Can I work without getting tired? Without getting bored? Can I withstand people and human beings? Can I understand my unspoken words? Can I see them? But my heart is cold. My passion is fake. I am just a pretender, a phony simmer. Selfishness, am I still living in the past? My burned soul, and when my heart revives, can I forget the flame inside? Like a nightingale, will I fall into a common thorny rose? Will I fall into selfish children? Forget the truth, the fire.
Had to get you there to at least a little bit of violin there from Ufsi, which is very, very cool. Hello to Jason, John Axelson, farewell Semtex Cow. We've got folks coming and going. Hello to Joey, Doorways into Music. Hope you are doing well. Very cool stuff. Yes, nice violin work there. Excellent stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing. And as you would have seen there, slaps.com, it's like DistroKid Lite. You can share your music there. You can listen to other people's music. As you saw there, I was throwing fire on the beat. We can save it. Sharing super easy. And I was able to follow the artist right there, as well as leave comments. So very, very cool platform if you're looking for a free place to share your music. Look at this. Look at the link slinger Thomas Christ in there. Before I even say the words, he's preempted my rants. It's almost like you've been listening to me rant for years, Tom. Spicy Tempo, who I believe is still with us here in the chat. I definitely saw him earlier, has a track. Completed sometime on New Year's Eve while watching the celebrations on TV and quaffing generous doses of my favourite Belgian beer. Oh, heck yeah. Still using GB on iPad. Thanks, Pete. Happy New Year to you and your family and to all my friends on YML. Well, Happy New Year to you, Spicy Tempo. You know it's going to be a party time when Spicy Tempo's laying down the groove. So let's take a listen to this one sometime here on Your Music Live.
I've been on my own for a long time. Thinking about the way that you don't mind. I've been on my own for a long time. Thinking about the way that you don't mind.
Spot on here from Moses J. Hawkins. Yeah, excellent use of space in the track. Really not overproduced. I think there's a theme here. If you're listening and you're out there and you're looking to create some electronic music and you're like, all right, I've got to layer up 12 different synths and 3 basses and 14 kick drums. No. Keep it simple, sucker. Be like Spicy Tempo and just create something that can breathe, that can be cool, where you can hear the different parts coming and going, that mixes nicely. And that's exactly what that was. Some chime there, and there he is here, Spicy Tempo. Again, another long-time supporter of me and of this community. Yeah, and always fun videos as well from Spicy Tempo. So go and be one of the Spicy Tempo. I mean, I was going to say underrated, but clearly not. Like nearly 12,500 subscribers. So why not be one of them and go over and check out Spicy Tempo? We're going to play one more song, and then we're doing our Play My Fire Beat Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. We've got that to look forward to. But before that, this is SSL, Silver Sebastian Lowe. It's an instrumental song. It was supposed to be a motivator for me to believe in my own success. I like it. It's called Going Up. Here on Your Music Live. Totally different, totally unique. You'd think I could have coughed before I came back. Yeah, experimental, different. You made it your own, my friend, and that's a good thing. I'm going to need a cough, so before we do the Play My Fire beat, I'm going to do one more song. And I do have a bit of an introduction for this one. So this is from Clinton Hutton, and he says, Smile and Be Happy is a song about taking chances and living your best life. Written, recorded, and mixed and mastered by Clinton Hutton. who is a great singer, songwriter, performer, everything. So let's give this one a spin. Smile and be happy. Your Music Live.
I've got something on my mind. I feel the need to act and leave this life behind. It's time to set a different pace. Undeterred, I'm now just running my own race. With the wind at my back, sun it colors me in gold. It's crazy but fact, I'm willing to see what unfolds. Those who dare to fail always learn to win. They went on, rolled the dice and made it happen. Don't believe you can't when it's what else I can do. Take no for an answer and make your dreams come true. In this life, risking all I had to feel alive and be the best I can, and it's alright. Sticking to no plan, cause I know it ain't hard to smile and be happy. I no longer need lights, but I've got more.
Smile and be happy. Clinton Hutton here, and the story behind Clint is that I was, if you remember my ill-fated trip to Tasmania. Now, a lot of folks were saying that was very sort of Americana style, but Clinton happens to live down in Tasmania. And I had him on the channel here. We had a chat and an interview, and then this was back in 2019. And then in 2020, I'm like, mate, I'm coming down to Tassie. We're having a cruise, March of 2020. That date might ring a bell for some of you. And I was on my way, and I'm like, yeah, when I get in there, I'll hit you up. We'll go to the pub, grab a beer. And then if you know what happened in March of 2020, I didn't quite make it. The boat hit the shores of Tasmania, got turned around and sent back to Adelaide. So I've still never actually caught up with Clinton Hutton. But hopefully one day I'll get down to Tassie and we'll catch up and have a chat and a beer. But very cool song there, and very optimistic and hopeful song for 2025. It was a bit of a bust, but hey. Plus it was going across the sea here, the Bass Strait here in Australia, and it was really rocky and bumpy, and the rest of the family were really, really not well. It is time, though. Speaking of Chris Lane Sr., it is time. He's won it now. You've won it twice now, haven't you, Chris? It is time to do our Play My Fire Beat Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. And we're doing this thing again where I'm going to play an artist from my recent Let's Find Some punk show, which I released a couple of days ago for those that caught it. So the name of the other band, here's the thing, we played about 12 different bands, and I reached out to all of them, and 2 of them got back to me, and they were both the Australian bands that I played. So we heard Ghoulies up in the first half, and the other Australian band that I'll be playing for you when we do the draw here is a band by the name of Licklash. What a cool name for a band, right? Licklash. So that you can learn about them, and for a bit of shameless self-promotion of my other show, if you put hashtag Licklash in the chat, it's not only going to look really funny, but you're going to go into the draw to win a free play. There he is. He's the first one to enter, which means he's a shoo-in to win now, Chris Lane Sr. So if you'd like to play the game, if you win, all you need to do is have a song ready to go. Just let me know the name of the song, the name of the platform, and I will play it right here on the show. While we wait for that, we've got another song to play here while you get your votes in, and then we are going to spin a Licklash tune for you while we spin the wheel. Easy as that. This is East Virginia Studios, recorded in my studio completely alone. It's loosely based on my life with only a few details tweaked. Very cool. Let's give this one a spin. This is Bone Creek Blues, East Virginia Studios on Your Music Live.
Bone Creek is dry this time of year. Then struggling to hear my phone when it rings. All the bad news that it seems to bring. I'm so tired of being underpaid. Can't get by with what I made, and I know that I'm not alone. And I'm so tired of being away. Can't get close, and I'm afraid to end up alone. Damn near blinded by this welding light. Lately my back's been awful tight. Something just don't feel right. My youngin's growing up before our eyes. Seen her last Friday night, lit up by the TV light. And I'm so tired of being underpaid. Can't get by.
Very nice track there. Thank you for sharing. I like it. It's very, very from the heart, very passionate and cool. I'm going to have to go back and listen to that in more detail for sure and have another listen. And you can do the same if you check out the link in the description below. Yeah, some real humanity, wasn't there? Real humanity and passion in the vocals there. It is time indeed to jump in and do our drawing, but we're doing things in a little differently here in 2025. It's really hard to say 2025 just quietly. I keep wanting to say 2024, but we're going to be playing a song while we do the draw. So if you've got your hashtag LickLash in there, then you're in the drawing to win a free play. And while you do that, I'm going to play this one. This is LickLash, their track called Party Line. It's an absolute bop. You're going to dig it. And in about a minute in, we're going to flick over and spin the wheels. So take it away, LickLash with Party Line. Awesome LickLash. This is a beautiful part of the job that I have to do, which is find new music. And the new show, this Let's Find Some, Punk found LickLash, which is super cool. So they are going to help us do the giveaway here. Good luck, everybody. Who's got it? Land. Oh, it's our old mate Russ. Russ, 88-89. A back-to-back winner. Congrats to Russ. Let's listen to a little more Lick Lash while Russ decides what he'd like to play. That is Lick Lash. Oh, so Russ has won it. And Russ has said hand it to Gary Hubbs, who said nope. What are we going to do here, folks? This is weird. If no one decides anything quickly, I'm going to play Gary Hubbs' cover of Ice Ice Baby. If I hear nothing else, if nothing else comes in the chat in the next 30 seconds, I've been threatening to play this for a long time. I'm going to go and play Gary Hubbs' Ice Ice Baby. So Russ, Gary, it's Russ's choice. He's tried to hand it to Gary Hubbs, who said no. So if I don't get any takers, I'm going to go ahead and play that tune. Otherwise, I'll pick something of Russ's as well. So I'll give you lads a minute to sort it out between yourselves. And then if not, I'm going to cue this sucker up because I haven't heard it in the longest time. And 2025 has to include some Gary Hubbs playing Ice Ice Baby, which is kind of my fault because back in 2020, I kind of dared him to. Play Gary's latest? Oh, okay, let's do that instead. You'll have to go explore it. You know what? I'm just going to play that as a Pete's pick like next week. Let's come in here. What's Gary Hubbs' latest? Oh, yes. Yeah, why haven't we played this? The Ceiling. All right, there you go. We're going to play Gary Hubbs' latest track called The Ceiling. That's a good idea for the Play My Fire beat. We're going to play Gary. It's Russ's insistence, so we're going to play this one, which I haven't actually heard. It was only released a day ago, so this is going to be new and cool for me as well. So, Gary, if you've got some details about this track, throw it here in the chat and let folks know what it's all about. But it's Gary Hubbs. So it's going to be cool. Grab yourself a pizza slice and enjoy here on Your Music Live. Oh yeah, so cool. I have heard that before. That's your song Temper song, isn't it? Yeah, I think you mentioned that in the chat. But very, very cool video there of that one, and Hetriani featuring in it as well. And I think I've seen the video. Did you premiere it on Thomas's show or something recently? Again, yes, and I think the three musicians might be related playing out there. I hear they all like hanging out in parking lots just quietly. Yeah, it's got that Helmet vibe, doesn't it? I like Helmet. I haven't listened to Helmet in a really long time. Very cool. So yeah, again, that's why I love doing the Play My Fire Beat thing and why I can't stop doing it, because you just get, I don't know, it's so random. The fact that Russ won and then passed it to Gary, and then I nearly played his Ice Ice Baby cover, which I'm going to have to play again soon. And then Mark suggested we play the new one, and it all just comes together, doesn't it? All right, should we get a move on? We're 2 hours in, and I just looked at the playlist of how many tracks we have to go, and it's plenty. So we're going to move back into speed mode. Not speed mode, but at least, not dilly-dallying, because I don't want to dilly or dally. This is Jim Abear. Do I call you Jim Abear? I think we've established that from the past, haven't we? I think I used to call you Jim Herbert. Then I think, oh, that's not right. Just a good song, just a feel-good song dedicated to anyone out there struggling in some way. Good stuff indeed. Let's give it a spin here. It's called Feeling Fine.
Lean on my back, watch your clouds roll by. Take a deep breath, get fucking high. Life is hard, sometimes we need a break. Make some changes, for heaven's sake.
Let that sunshine warm your face. Now it's time to slow down that pace. Let that smile break on out. Look at the sky and give it a shot.
I'm alive and feeling fine. This beautiful moment is mine, all mine. I'm more than willing to give a share. So come along and drop those cares. It's not so hard, leave it all behind. You got to listen to every sign. When you don't notice the bird's song, you know something has gone so wrong. I'm alive and feeling fine. This beautiful moment is mine, all mine. I'm more than willing to give a share. So come along and drop those cares. So come and join me.
We've had quite positive songs today, haven't we? Yeah, very cool. So it's just Neja and Jim Hebert. I can mispronounce two different names. Excellent. Great stuff, folks. Well done. A cool song, and I love it. Again, when folks get together with the collaborations, it's always a good old time, isn't it? Very nicely done. That one's down in the description below for you as well. As well as this one. This is Kid Judo. Says, straying from their post-hardcore sound, James Rara and Dan Aragona of Kid Judo came together to compose a 6-track acoustic EP, Campfire Tales. Short Story Long is the first single of the upcoming EP released due January 25th. Very cool stuff indeed. And again, the sign of quality is over here, right? Yep, provided to YouTube by none other than our wonderful friends and sponsors, DroKid. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Short Story Long, Kid Judo. You're on Your Music Live.
What was that you said to me? It was something like, I remember the old you, but I want a taste of the new.
of every song. Will this go wrong again? I think I'm ready to start again. Well-fed nutrition, you keep me floating. Shoot me up, spin me out, I'm on the side of your car again. I'm not far at all from you. Don't wanna drag me along. You don't wanna drag me along. You're the subject of
Something about dudes that you know can rock just playing acoustics and kicking back that just sounds super awesome, isn't there? Yeah, very cool stuff there from Kid Judo and short story long. Next up, we've got D.A. Flores. This song pays homage to all the Mexican-American grandmothers that cook tacos day in, day out for their familia. It's a blues-based song that chronicles the longing of a successful grandson. He's reminiscing about his journey and feeling a little melancholy that although he is successful, there is something wonderful about grandma's homemade tortillas. Tracked in GarageBand, mixed and mastered in Adobe Audition, heavy use of Waves SSL channel strip. Good stuff indeed. This is called Store-Bought Tortilla Blues. I love it. I already love it. I haven't even heard it yet. Let's give it a spin.
Smoke signals, grandma slinging goodness in spades. Hard days weren't coming, too much to do. Hace mucho calor, that tacos all I got to help me get through.
I love it. You got to love it when someone's, singing about what they know and actually sharing a story, like songwriting and storytelling together. And how cool is that? Store-bought tortilla. How, goodness me, how white bread did I sound just then? Let's have some tortillas. Although they're called tortillas in some parts. Anyway, store-bought tortilla blues. They're from David A. Flores. Very cool stuff indeed. Next up here on Your Music Live 2025 edition is Barb Maxey, who says, a feeling, a groove that reminds me of the music in a Charlie Brown episode. Interesting. I do love the music in Charlie Brown. So let's see what Barb Maxey is going to share with us. It's called a Charlie Brown Kind of Chill here on Your Music Live. Maxey maxing out the groove and the chill and the Charlie Brown style goodness on that track. Yeah, I hear it. Definitely hear that that Charlie Brown kind of chill on that one. How cool is that? Thank you for sharing that one. Alrighty, we're moving on because I keep looking down. I'm like, the playlist, she's too big. It's not getting any smaller. All right, we're going to play this one from Sunsets and Cigarettes. They say, I wrote and recorded this all myself. I use GarageBand Mac, and it's about not noticing the good things people do for you when you're stuck in your head. Yes, I think we've all been there, haven't we? Where you're just so self-absorbed, you don't realize that everyone's actually really trying to help you. And you're just like, oh man, I'm so miserable. It's like, yes, we know. We're here trying to help you. Let's give this one a spin. It's hard to see on Your Music Live.
As for the way you feel, I feel that you should stay. I feel that you should stay. I'm on your mind again. Your addictive brain has made me go insane in a good way. Oh, if I could feel your grasp again, would you slip off your feet and straight into my hand? Felt like what's missing was a different side of me. All of the pieces fit out, has it been so hard to see? I feel your mind has changed. Summer nights gone cold, I never knew that you felt that way. But everything's changing around me.
Yeah, really cool, just like understated vocal there. I love the very subtle flange on the guitars, like just a little chorus, little flange on there. Yeah, full, yet there's room for everything. Spot on. Sunsets and Cigarettes, hard to see. Like the subject matter as well. Very cool stuff. Very nicely done. there. Yeah, how am I doing for that whole let's stick to close to 2 hours for the 2025? I'm going to have to start playing less songs, but there's so many good ones, including this next one from Wes Herndon, who says this song is a cross-the-ocean collaboration with a dude in Wrexham, Wales. He wrote the lyrics, I wrote the music, altered the lyrics to fit a more southern style, recorded it and released it. Seems to be doing quite well all over, but particularly well in the UK. Very cool, and it's called Southern Storm. Now, I'm so ignorant that the only thing I know about Wrexham is the Welcome to Wrexham. Like, everyone probably now, people that are just like Wrexham, regular Wrexham people that are just like, oh, no, everyone thinks we're popular now because of the TV show. But very cool. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Wes Herndon, Southern Storm, here on Your Music Live.
Over Texas, blowing from the Voodoo Sea. Clouds turned gray and all the birds flew away. All the old folks were heard the sign say it's a big one. Nothing like we've ever seen before. Lord, please love us and save us. We don't want the devil knocking at our door. Weatherman screamed, it's a big one. Only getting bigger for sure. Get inside, find a safe place to hide. Devil's hard rain, it's gonna pour, it's a big one. Nothing like we've ever seen before. Lord, please love us and save us. We don't want the devil knocking out our door. Sarah cried out to her hubby. John grabbed the kids, let's go. I know you're not one for running, but we ain't gonna wait for the devil to show. It's a big one. Nothing like we've ever seen before. Lord, please love us and save us. We don't want the devil knocking out our door. Yeah.
Get on out of here, Storm. You tell that Storm what to do. That is some down and dirty blues for sure. Excellent stuff there from Wes Herndon and collaborating there and bringing the awesome. I do love it when folks collaborate and create cool stuff that they probably couldn't have done alone, but just bringing it together. Again, it's like it's mixing ingredients, isn't it? You never quite know what you're going to get at the end, but it's usually delicious. See, now I'm really hungry. The tacos one, the tortilla song, made me really hungry. I might be getting Mexican for lunch. There's a new Mexican place opened up down on the Parade, which is a nice shopping strip near me. I'm like, I need to pop in there and try their food. Let's play another one. It was fun to do. Yeah, awesome. Good stuff. Thanks for hanging out with us here. 2 hours 20 and your song finally gets played. Speaking of playing songs, Happy Ron. Hello, Happy Ron. Who would have thought that when I wrote this song about the loss of my girlfriend, that 500 miles away, my new girlfriend who had just lost her husband would be moved by it and that would bring us together? Well, there you go. Now you need to write a song that's the story of that. Happy Ron, unless you already have, which knowing you have because you write all the songs. This one's called Close Your Eyes and Remember here on Your Music Live.
When you are sad about how they passed, remember how they lived. When you are mad, life took them away. Remember how they would forgive. When you don't know how your world will look without the things they would do, remember to live the love they brought, and they'll live on through you. So close your eyes and remember. Close your eyes and remember. Close your eyes and remember all the ways they loved. they would think. Remember their minds at rest. When you feel bad for what they will miss, remember their life was blessed. When you are feeling less than you were, remember they thought you're amazing. When time makes them feel so far away, remember how they're still giving. So close your eyes and remember.
Happy Ron. Or sad Ron? Meaningful Ron? Yeah, Ron has a way of, even when he's making you feel the feels, still doing it in a pretty positive and uplifting kind of way. So thank you, Ron, for sharing that one. One of your best bits of work for sure. Next up, we have someone who has been around this community for a substantial amount of time now. I always say that this artist doesn't mess about. Like intros, intros are for amateurs. Moses J. Hawkins just loves to kick straight in, and I kind of dig it. I approve. This is called The Absent. Moses J. Hawkins here on Your Music Live.
Wandered back and forth in the end, and I turned my face to the sun just to find out there was nothing there but the end. In the end, I had to learn to live without. I just wanted you to see me, just wanted you to believe me. In the end, I found out that the hard way. Million miles don't seem so far when you're not wrapped in these chains. In the absence of something to believe, it seems so far away. Turn around and open my eyes just to see this wasteland left behind me. Where it all began, I began to think that maybe it's all been wasted. I just wanted you to see me.
Moses J. Hawkins. The best you've done, my friend. I've listened to a lot of your music over the last year or so. That is top notch. That is really, really good. Not to say that the other stuff you've produced hasn't been good, but yeah, there's something about that one. And there I was giving you grief saying, oh, he's going to kick straight into it. And then there was actually almost an intro, at least half an intro in there. Very cool stuff. Did you mention Helmet earlier? Someone mentioned Helmet for someone else's track. And yeah, your stuff reminds me a little bit of Helmet. There's a Helmet song I love from the album Aftertaste called Broadcast Emotion. And it reminds me of your intros because it goes, do, 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 I like the way you. And it like literally like has two notes, like do, 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 or three notes. I like the way. And then it just goes straight into and I'm like, there's something about that just hits you hard in the face that I like. I dig. Yes, good job there. The Glens, both Glens approve. So, Joe Glenn, you go to the effort of changing your image there, changing your icon, your avatar, and you're still Joe and Barry Glenn. I know that's your artist name and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but still. Yes, we know that if you see Joe and Barry Glenn, it's Joe. If you see Barry Glenn, it's Barry. Was that one of the first? Oh, wasn't it good? Wasn't it a great album? Like just end to end, just ridiculousness. That Helmet album. Is it Aftertaste? Is that what it was called? Something like that, wasn't it? It was really good. Next up, again, someone like we had Steve Murrah before. We had Clearly Epic, who we'll be closing out with tonight. This is someone I've known almost as long from back in the GarageBand user group days, and I've chatted to this guy. I've had him here on the show and interviewed him. We've talked about music production. He makes amazing lo-fi stuff, and he's back with a new track. This is Patrick Moonbird. He says this was recorded in Logic Pro, and it's about the spirals we face in life with worth and depression. And it's a very cool track. We'll give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from our friend Patrick Moonbird, who does very, very good work, and that is no exception there. Very cool stuff. So Helmet was supposed to tour last year, but cancelled because of some reason. No one bought tickets. Oh, man, yeah. I know. No one bought tickets to concerts. It's a shame. It's a cost of living crisis. Can't even afford eggs. Why are eggs always used as a thing? I don't know. Yeah, it is sad when you see bands like just not filling the venues and not able to make money from their streaming. They're not able to make money from concerts. Like, there's just not enough disposable income in the average consumer to support a lot of musicians, and it's kind of sad. Not to bring everybody down, because still keep creating. If you're not creating, then you're letting them win. I don't know who them are. Let's keep going. Kev the Guitar over on slaps.com. Happy New Year, Pete and crew. Here's something a little different from me. As always, created in GarageBand using and adding guitars and vocals. Hope you like. It is Kev, and it is called Star Chasers. Not Star anything else. Star Chasers here on Your Music Alive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
In the silence of the midnight sky, we ride the wave. of the dark. Jupiter.
That is very different. I kind of like the new sort of spacey vibe, very futuristic, spacey kind of vibe there from Kev, the guitar. Very good stuff there. Yeah, so long, folks. Again, I will get my groove of how long these shows need to be. A little on the long side today, but we'll hone things down. We'll keep evolving as we continue on in the new year. Happy New Year to Tommy S. That was a cool tune. I dug it. And don't forget, over here on slaps.com, we can throw fire on tracks. You can save tracks. I can come down here and say, this is very, I can't type, very cool, Kev, because it was. So yeah, very cool stuff. So yeah, farewell to some folks. We got, we're doing laundry. I mean, you know what? You got to be practical, don't you, Patrick? I do laundry when I'm procrastinating. I call it positive procrastination, where you should be doing something and you're like, well, maybe if I just put these clothes in the washing machine, I'll feel like I'm accomplishing something today. I'm not doing that major project that I've been putting off, but at least my clothes will be clean and smelling fresh. Am I alone in that? Does anyone else do that? You can borrow that term. If it's like, why haven't you done this job that you were supposed to do, Johns? Or if your name wouldn't be Johns, you can just say, I've been doing some positive procrastination. John's told me all about it. All right, cool stuff there. And yeah, as folks are saying here in the chat, look, I didn't mean to say music is all about money. I just mean to say that bands that were around in the 90s and 2000s, they have to do very different things now. Like I'm all about, obviously, I do this show mostly out of love. I'm very lucky that I get to pay the bills because we have wonderful sponsors like DroKid that help keep the lights on, but as well as you kind folks, many of who donate to the channel. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'd choose other careers if I just wanted money. I was, let me put it this way. I was in a corporate career before this that was definitely earning me more money than I am as a content creator and a YouTuber. So I chose this for the lifestyle. And many folks choose music. And I think as Moses said, because it's cheaper than therapy. And I think a lot of us do that. It would be I should write that, positive procrastination. I know I should be doing my job, but I'm just doing positive procrastination all across the nation. Exactly. When you're supposed to be studying, how clean is your house? Exactly. Or if you've got a major project due. Yeah, during Songtember, things are usually very clean because I'm like, I don't want to tackle that second verse. It's too hard. All right, this is Diopter. Save us. Get me back on track. Hi, Pete. I hope you are well. Same recording methods, all at home. Drums are synthetic. The song is about powering through life's challenges, finding your own truths, and being a person who shines light on others versus on themselves. What a great message. And look, it's so true. We have that in this community. Unlike other communities where everyone's coming in saying, play my fire beat, I'm awesome, play my song, play my track. Look, we did the play my fire beat here, and Russ is like, oh, give it to Gary. And Gary's like, no way, man. That's my Gary? Jesus. Anyway. Yeah, it's exactly what this is about. And because Mark was missing the ads from before, is it going to play an ad here? It's not even playing the ad. we miss you, Lotto Cat. Did we miss the ad? Let's play it.
Buddy up for lunch at Subway this summer with a double deal. 2 deliciously fresh footlong subs.
Okay, it's the footlong. So we don't have Lotto Cat anymore. Now we've got Subway. Eat fresh. Not so fresh. Sorry, that's a Jim Gaffigan bit. Let's play this one. It's everywhere. Diopter on Your Music Live.
Time is a gift, he said. There's only so many revolutions. Just have to keep your head, be patient for resolution. I alone won't bear the cross. We all need to share. I alone won't find the truth, but it's everywhere. looked at the hill and said, it's time for you to climb. Legs will burn and brow will sweat, but you don't know what you'll find. I alone won't bear the cross. We all need to share. I alone won't find the truth, but it's everywhere.
I had to sneak a little guitar solo in there because I can't think of a guitar solo that we've had on the show this week. And I know I don't play many guitar solos, but if I go a whole show without a single guitar solo, that would just not be right. How cool was that one? Diopter? It's everywhere. Very cool stuff. Yeah, definitely an interesting concept and a cool song there. We are stumbling our way towards the end. I'm the only one causing the stumbles, by the way. That's no reflection upon the awesome music that we're playing here. There they are now. Okay, so apparently it's the unit of measurement for eyeglasses prescription. There you go. So you have a large number of diopters. Is that the deal? Very cool. Yeah, a little bit of harp solo action going on there as well. Let's play this one. This is from Shaf the Prophet. They say a song written in my apartment about a toxic relationship in the future. Interesting concept, right? Let's take a listen, shall we? It's called You Didn't Have to Tear Me Apart. I think you're going to enjoy this one.
Everything's fine. Not put my heart on the line, but you're stupid cause we've done this almost 8 or 9 times. And now you're calling my name. Connection in the bedroom seems like it never changed. But I think she ruined my brain. So now I got the feeling I'm too much to maintain. I know you said that maybe we could try to be then the sex would come to an end. I'm not one to try and offend, but that's not something I recommend. But when we were together, you tried to make it seem like you were so much better. But now I find it hard to restart because of all the times that you've already broken my heart.
Very modern vibe to that. It's like channeling The Weeknd in a good way. And mad respect for using the Game Boy Advance SP as a phone. That was cool. I was looking at that going, what's that futuristic looking phone he's using there? The flip. Oh, it's a Game Boy Advance SP, which I do love. Thank you, Jeremy. Good to see you here, my friend. You're welcome for my videos. Yeah, that is a bop. Definitely radio ready kind of bop going on there. Cool stuff. We are heading towards the penultimate and anti-penultimate and all the other stuff. In fact, this is the 4th to last song. What does that make it? The pre-anti-penultimate. It's from DroKid. And they say, hello, everyone. The theme of this song is of that age-old story about that villain addiction, always ready to pounce on and lure anyone into temptation. It's a story told from addiction's point of view. The song was originally meant to be a slow, folksy type of song, played mostly on acoustic guitar. The music gods had other ideas. Hope you enjoy it. Ah, yes. Boo-hoo, boo-you. DroKid here on your Music Live.
Giving everybody what they need. No holds barred, no limitations. Close your eyes and follow me. Sit back, enjoy the situation. Relax, don't think about tomorrow. Live it up, you could use a little action. Take my hand and I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
Absolute cracking tune there from DroKid. I love it. Solid riffs all round, and yeah, hits home there, doesn't it, with the addiction stuff. Look, addiction is like a dick. It's right there in the first thing, addiction. And yeah, there's lots of things. I like the imagery there of smoking, drugs, beer, gambling. It's all there. Yeah, and unfortunately, the gambling thing is something that's becoming a big problem in the US in particular. Yeah, you folks in the US, you were like, oh, all that legalized gambling that you have in Australia and the UK, how'd that work out for you? Is that all good? It's just good, clean tax revenue, right? Let's do that. Let's follow that lead. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, this segment is brought to you by DraftKings and Sportsbook and Caesars and Bet365 and Ladbrokes, and you're on a winner. If you gamble, you lose. All right. Anyway, made it just for the end. Yes, you do have to check the replay, Matt, because it's been ridiculous. Like, the amount of good music on this week's show has been next level. People are pulling out all the stops here for the new year. And by the way, yes, absolute empathy if you deal with addiction, because it's tough, hard out there. And when you do something, it is hard. Well, a lot of us are addicted to technology, to our phones, to our tablets, to our computers, to music. Is music addiction a bad thing? I don't know. I guess only you got to do those checklists. If it stops you if you're watching so much music on YouTube that you're not, looking after your personal hygiene, maybe. But as far as foibles go, music is not a bad one, is it? All right, this is our anti-penultimate tune. It's from the Bliss Machine. They say, Asmodeus Teeth is an alt-rock song about man's inhumanity to man, funkitified post-punk with some Whovian Easter eggs. Huh, sounds interesting. Let's give it a spin. The Bliss Machine on Your Music Live.
Hundreds of millions of people. Generations who live without fear, in peace. Why kid? Will I become like them? Have I that right? The final responsibility is mine, and mine alone.
That's really cool. Again, it's hard. I don't know what to compare it to. I guess you don't have to compare it to anything, but yes, the Bliss Machine doing its job. Like, it's got a bit of a Primus with that funky sort of bass and just a little bit wacky sort of feel to it. But yeah, just sort of the spoken word lyric stuff going on there. It did sound like real bass slapping, didn't it? It was cool. I approve. Good stuff there. Yeah, big shout out to Thomas. Thank you for moderating, doing your job. Being put to work today. I'll give you a bonus. I'll give you 20% off what I currently pay, 20% on top of what I currently pay you. But yeah, look, if you're new around here, that's totally cool. You'll get the vibe of things. You'll realize that this is a community show. We've got a playlist that's already down there. You get 2 opportunities per show to have your song played, but get yourself on the next show. The playlist is opened up and it's ready for you. It's ready for your next song. And don't forget, while you're there, check out our wonderful sponsors, DroKid. Check out all the cool stuff over at Studio Live today. Alrighty, this is our penultimate tune. It comes to us from, speaking of wonderful people and moderators of the channel, it is Dark Leela. Dark Leela of the Leelaverse. This is both a reaction to the unrest everywhere and an homage to studio sound effects. Trigger warning for a jump scare or two. Ooh, let's see if we get any jump scare action going on. Sorry, Talking Heads and B-52. That was kind of what I was thinking too. I went Primus, but yeah, sort of more old school stuff like that. Good call, Mark. This is why we keep you around. All right, this is the Leelaverse and enter the Screamiverse. That literally like gave me goosebumps there. I got a legitimate oh, you can't see him now because my arm's too old and wrinkly and hairy. Yeah, Windows Media Player vibes. Yeah, it's like I mean, I use the old school Winamp, of course, because it really kicks the llama's ass. whips the llama's ass. But yeah, I loved it. And yeah, using the Wilhelm scream. If you don't know, that's the famous scream that's used in so many things, Star Wars and Indiana Jones and stuff. And it's just, it's a bit of a meme now because it was used in so many movies back in the 80s. And it's almost used as comic relief now. But yeah, what a cool way to start off a song and just take you on a journey. And you can complete the journey down in the description, where you'll find nearly 50 tracks that we played on the show here this week. I am going to have to try and pare it back because the show's supposed to be 2 hours, which means we should be playing about 35 to 40 tracks, not 50s. Yes, and it was in a lot of westerns as well. Just like 2025, a meme and a scream. Absolutely. Thanks, Joe. Glenn, appreciate you. So we are finishing up here with our featured artist, which is clearly epic. Our mate Steve. We're playing another track from his brand new album called Eponymous. Can't speak after 3 hours. So we'll be playing that in just a jiffy. That's a track called Into the Breach featuring Brian Bigler. You might remember is another of our wonderful garage band users Facebook group, gurus and pioneers from way back in the day. Basically, it was Ron Wood, Brian Bigler, myself, Steve Mara, Condi Eckel, Jude Capana. Like, these are all the folks that you probably still see us kicking around. But yeah, back in the day when we were celebrating having 500 members of the GarageBand Users Facebook group, and now I haven't checked for a while. It's over 10,000. It's ridiculous. Alrighty, let's get out of here. But beforehand, a big thank you to everyone who shared a song on the show. It's been an absolutely awesome collection of great music. So kudos to you. A round of the pause all around. Thank you to all of you who have been here live. You've been a wonderful studio audience, and I appreciate you greatly. If you're catching up on the replay, as I know many of you are, thank you for being here. And if you got this far, leave me a note, leave me a comment down going, yeah, replay crew represent, because you've done well to get to the almost 3 hour mark. But it has been super cool. Don't forget, we've got a brand new show called Let's Find Some. And this week on that show, we're finding some metal. So keep an eye on your videos, on your feeds. Make sure you're subscribed and stuff. And if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, doing me a solid, hitting the like button down below. That tells the YouTube robots to go and tell other YouTube robots to put this show in people's algorithmic feeds and all that jazz. So thank you. And we couldn't do it. Back in 2025, we simply couldn't do this show without these folks, our wonderful sponsors. There's the little gremlin, DroKid. They are super duper awesome. And I may or may not have been given a gift by DroKid, which is the most epic DroKid branded hoodie, hooded giant jumper thing. It is epic. They are wonderful people. So thank you to DroKid for their ongoing support of your music live. All right, we're going to get out of here, folks, before we turn into pumpkins or something like that. This is our featured artist. It is clearly epic. They've just released an album on DroKid. It is called Eponymous. And this is a track featuring Brian Bigler. It is called Into the Breach. To take us out here, another Your Music Live is in the cab. Be kind to yourself, folks, this week. Be kind to others. Keep creating. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now. You don't want that. Ain't nobody want that. See you next time, folks.